Hello everyone, welcome back to another Outer World stream. I don't think there's much left to do now. Ugh. Right, we're at the Hope, aren't we? Yeah. And let's take those off him. So I want Parvati and Nyoka. Why can't have I got one up? Yeah, a decent one. Let's open the top hat. No. Might. You have to try and find one.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside. Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger-happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
What we're going here that we can steal.
Great work.
Not really much stuff here, though, is there? Ah, we can get down here.
Beginning trespasser sighted.
Libations on me, folks.
Alright, where's the other one? Oh, we gotta do this before we get on the actual...
I don't recognize you. Are you new here? What's your problem? Relax, I'm not looking for a fight. Don't make more people, alright?
Well, let's do these. I want to get Hack all the way up.
Puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
No. I have no idea what I'm doing. Come on.
Done.
I'm just checking everything. I need to get back to there now.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have
Yes.
successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
This is where Phineas got me from. I'm good. I'll take that. Let's have a quick look at that actually.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved? Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Oh. Boom. Did we make it? We most certainly did.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Oh God, that came out of nowhere. Right, let's give you this helmet. Oh no, can't do it yet. Let's get these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything else?
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed?
If you want to, Brom.
That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes.
I'm just pillaging everything. No, I'm encumbered. Right, let's see what we can break down. That can go. So can that. Ooh. Right, that's a bit better. Is there anything this side? These always come in handy.
Easy.
Where is it now? Is it just back to the lab? That can be broken down, but we'll take those. Oh, have you got anything on you? No. Alright. Oh! Ba ba da da ba. Oh, not that way.
What was that?
That's the last of them.
Thought I'd made it out. Not quite. Let's have a look up here, see if there's anything up here. Wow. Wasn't really worth it, was it? Oh. Ooh. Oh dear. Ah. I'm just being really nosy now. Ooh. Alright, let's go back. Actually, you just be quick, it'll run around this way, won't it? What are we going here?
Nice work.
Well, it's nice looking through all these different things.
Nicely done.
Oh crap, wrong button. Is that it? What's through here? Just another way down.
Error. Hulk crew data not found. Identify yourself. Alert. Intruder on the premises. Instituting correctional behavior protocols.
Incoming!
Down. adjacent unit.
Got him. I want all of your stuff. Well, since no one can stop us now, I'm gonna do some exploring. Not really much here, is there? Let's just go back to the lab. Oh, excuse me. Oh. What's that? 234. Put that on it as well. This gonna serve me well, but I thought to put the mod on it. It's empty, don't have it? I gotta reload it. Makes sense. Makes sense now.
Captain, I am receiving a Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
There's nothing else we've got to do, is there? No, it's just this.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
Why not?
Here they come!
I wasn't expecting that. And this gun isn't as good as I thought it was, because it's not rapid fire. No, we're not using that. Right, I'm more prepared now. Oh, damn it. I am useless at this game. See, that's not stopping me from playing it. Jesus Christ! Continue. I'm gonna do this. Oh, it was just... Bloody hell. He's hard. Let's check all their bodies. Oh, that's my thingy pod in here. Oh. Ah. Right, we've not got much else to do now. Job. Alright, back to the ship.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
It's a torment, Captain. Think on the deepest, darkest pit you can imagine and wrap it up in a storm so nasty it'll peel the skin right off your bones. That's Tartarus.
But since no one ever makes it out, this is all just speculation.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclination toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Lately I've been wondering if we can ever win against the Board. Or if they're just too damn strong. I want to find out for myself.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
Ah.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick, got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Mm-hmm. Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Right. Let's make sure we've got everything. Oh. Oh, crap, wrong button. I do want to use that. Keep that with me as a backup. And that. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying to modify that, see what it's like. See, this is where a lot of the weight is coming from. Now let's get into the workbench.
Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
we do that, we're not going to be able to do anything else, really. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've got that gun, haven't I? Yeah. Alright, come on. Actually, is this the highest you can go? Yeah. Alright, come on. Alright, let's just save it. Oh.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on sight. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
All right. Yeah, we're taking you two.
Did right by us once. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I'm... Come on, Mardet!
Wasting my time.
Damn it!
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Oh, one button. No, not that one. Oh, excuse me.
prison have for bars with a storm like that guarding gates?
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. If they lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
There's no need for panic.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
Sublight has arrived. Hey, kid. A little bird told me you could use our help. I said I owed you. And I always pay my debts.
No! Taking some punishment, isn't he? Alright, oh no, we'll take that. There you go. Some new armor for you. Oh, I didn't pick it up.
Beginning security.
Right, that can be broken down. So don't need any extra weight. So both your armor are... pretty sure there is a workbench around here as well. Pick it up.
Nicely done.
So I'm just going around and getting as much stuff as possible. So I'll go in this one. I'll sell that.
Great work.
Whoa, hold a moment. Who the hell are you? Come off it. I was just gonna welcome you to the unit. Okay, alright. Great work.
Oh crap, wrong button. Right, where's this thingy? First time I came in here, I stood and I thought, where's the lift? And then it crushed me. Here we go. Right. Oh, oh. What's the difference between these two? Don't know. Alright, let's repair everything. Oh. It's already on plasma, right? Right, let's that's the board. Spacer's choice. I'm going to sell all these now because I've got no use for them. So sell a lot of this as well. Actually, I'm going to have the thingy gun back. Right, now we've got all this. Can't afford to do that anymore. Right, let's... Oh, this is only level 12. Oh, excuse me. Right. I am now going to save it. You can carry on. I'm only interested in picking up these now.
go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Welcome to the Iconoclast, asshole!
Oh. Excuse me, come through. These will help though as well. Is there anything up here? I didn't look up here last time. Come on, back down.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick. yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over.
Ooh.
Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help. We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script. I've got work to do.
UNSI, I'm not one for outdoor speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and
Oh! Oh! Look at all this again. I'll kill him this time. Oh.
Well, look who...
Let's just skip all this because we've literally just gone over all this.
I'm not in your way, you dullard. You talk to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest. Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain.
Oh no! No! Mm-hmm. I will take his pocket watch. Oh, excuse me.
All right, MSI. I'm no proud speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Alright, come on. Wrong button.
Really doing this, huh?
Yes,
Take a
we
breath
are.
now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army?
Mm-hmm.
The Mardets, Sublight, Monarch. You've brought them all to my doorstep. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested.
Oh, thank you.
I have no intention of dying on Tartarus, Captain. Not when there's so much work left to do. I admit I miscalculated the extent of your influence. The board's plan never accounted for you. This is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right. I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you.
Mm-hmm.
I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
All right. No, it's hundreds again there. Right, ladies, I hope you're ready for this. Everything is tip-top condition. I'm going to leave that for now. Actually, no, I'm going to swap that for that, and put that for that. Are we ready? How do you revive people? Right, let's have a quick look. Oh. Ah. Oh dear. Oh. I thought I'd got that perk actually. Ah, there it is. Ah! Oh, what the hell got me then? God's sake! Oh! Jesus. Actually, if I use this. I think he's nearly dead.
Right? Well, that's the last of them.
You dead? Tactics, you see, neither of them died either.
Why won't you just...
Get me out of here!
There we go.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Alright.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Well, I won't go that far. Right.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Bolstered by her status as savior of humanity, Lilia Hagen ushered Sublight Salvage to a new golden age. Her company grew bolder and more transparent over time, muddying the line between lawful and criminal for the entire colony. The Sublight family would thrive for years to come. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you.
Yeah.
No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there we are. That is that done. So yeah. Ooh. Let's just see what continue does. Because I don't think that there's nothing else we can do. Yeah, it's just back to there. Oh yeah, that is going to be it. So if you've enjoyed it and want to see more, I have just bought Fallout 3, New Vegas and Fallout 4. So I am going to be playing those soon. So I think we'll start with 3, then New Vegas, and then do 4. But yeah, that is going to be it for this stream. So if you've enjoyed it and want to see more, hit that follow button. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So thank you everyone for watching, and goodbye.